They don't have this space, then they're not going to have anybody else in their lives that's really trying to connect with them.
First at 11, an indie mentoring group that works to get young men on the right path is grieving the loss of one of their own. 17-year-old Deshaun Gilbert was shot and killed last week on Halloween in a neighborhood on the Far East Side. WRTV's Naja Woods attended the group's meeting tonight as they focused on lives lost to gun violence.
This space is important because everybody in this space cares about them, genuinely.
A safe space New Boy gives young men every week, but it's something that's especially important this Wednesday.
There was another homicide. There was another young man who was murdered this past week on Halloween. He was a part of our New Boy mentoring program. He has a brother who was in our mentoring program, and a lot of times we don't allow our young men an opportunity to grieve.
Dozens of those boys remembering 17-year-old Deshaun Gilbert.
This is super important. I mean, if they don't have this space, then they're not going to have anybody else in their lives that's really trying to connect with them.
It's something that's helped 18-year-old Patrick Collier, especially when dealing with grief and gun violence.
We never want to, get some news like this and just, kind of let us just drive us into a dark place. So we always try to remember them the best we can.
Deshaun is Indy's 8th homicide victim under 18 this year, even though that number is lower than recent years.
I've been through so much in my life.
New Boy founder Kareem Hines says just one is too many.
The kids have become desensitized to it because they see it and they live it.
Hines hopes talking about it is a step towards changing it.
They're keeping it inside, and when they do let it out, it becomes self-destructive, and they let it out in the school systems, and we see the fights. They let it out in the community, and we see the fights and the gun violence. But I think it's so important to give them a space to be able to talk about it, not be judged.
If we got a room full of 30 boys, at least one of them goes home with a different mindset.
Naja Woods, WRTV.
Well, police say they found Gilbert in the road when they arrived at the scene around 8 p.m. on Halloween. IMPD is now asking anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers.